wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the Coin Republic, your go-to channel for all things Metaverse, Web3, crypto, and blockchain. Today, we're going to be meeting some people who are getting involved in a very exciting new venture of musical festival. It's an international musical festival that will be conducted online. And I am Nuala Norton, Senior Broadcast Journalist with the Coin Republic. My first guest today is the Program Director with the audiovisual social media platform Connect.Club. The platform opened up its community in 2017, but it was only last year in November that the founders made a pivot in its format to concentrate on building a network focused entirely on emerging movement in the NFT and crypto. Today, we'll be discussing the music festival intriguingly named ConnectChella, and my first guest is Sean Alamoff. Sean Alamoff is a program director with the platform Connect.Club. And Sean, I was just wondering if we could start off with you telling me what your journey is so far into Connect.Club and your role in the festival.
Yes, Noala, thank you for having me. Thank you for a wonderful introduction. So yes, we are at Connect.Club. We created something extraordinary, which started, as you rightfully mentioned, back in 2017 as a simple video chat platform startup. Slowly has grown to become a quite revolutionary video and audio social network, which we went into the open beta in November last year. After a 5-year development and changing our directions, eventually, being sort of formed into the social network, and actively went into the public in January this year. So a very, very young application. But we certainly believe that dedicating the app to everyone actively engaged in the crypto use cases such as NFT, Metaverse, and DeFi is the right decision because of the gamification element, because how it provides a better way for users to interact with the content, with their communities on the internet. It just fits perfectly, at least in my opinion, definition of the metaverse. To answer your question, we like to always to push the boundaries. We're seeing a big growth of the music artists of our platform. So at one of the weekly sessions with our users, we thought, hey, why don't we just do an event where music artists that maybe don't have many opportunities to showcase their skills, their talents, why don't we give an opportunity to do that on this app? But in a true Web3 style, we're also incorporating the element where these content creators can also monetize, whether it's through the NFTs, whether it's through selling their merchandise. So we thought, let's push the boundaries. Let's see how that's going to work. So it's a first test for us. We are going to have 6 stages. 6 different genres, very diverse list of artists from different type of backgrounds, race, heritage, age, everything. So yeah, very delighted.
What's exciting about it is I think there's been an absolute burgeoning of audio-only social network platforms. I think people like the idea that they don't necessarily have to put their makeup on or do their hair. But you Connect.Club has really pushed, or Connect.Club, as I should say, has really pushed the boundaries, because you have incorporated some fabulous visual features into your platform. You have lots of different styled rooms that hosts can choose and jump into. You have this fabulous big screen where people can introduce anything they want. They can make presentations on a big screen in real time. And you also have this magnificent, I think we should give a big shout out to your programmers as well, that people who use your rooms for venues can actually completely transform the room into whatever stage they want. And this is what's so magnificent about the festival, that there are 6 different stages. There's an acoustic stage. People can be playing live in the platform, and put up recorded work that they've done previous to that. How did all that come about? That you can actually create massive stages like this and put on a huge international festival in a social platform.
Yeah, so I think that for those who are just listening us, maybe it's difficult to comprehend. We believe, especially for the artists, the Web2 platforms, the audio-only platforms, they have a lot of limitations. They have the masses, they have people that using it a lot more than, because we are not known yet in a market as such. It's all kind of a word of mouth, organic growth. But there are a lot of limitations. Like, for example, you and I, we could build connection at a more sort of a formal engagement. You know, this could be an event, like a conference of some sort. You know, we maybe have met because we attended some kind of a thematic or a concert. You know, we like the same genre, so we met there. But we could have bonded much better if we go to the place like a bar, for example, or some kind of a VIP area, etc. Maybe we've got those tickets, and you know, we of a certain class, etc. So that's where it started. We felt that the social networking should not be just limited to the one interface, which is most common across all the big players, including Twitter Spaces, LinkedIn with the audio platform, Clubhouse, etc. It's all one interface. We have 5 different interfaces to facilitate that, and that gives an opportunities to the artists to build a different connections with the current and future fans, ensure the more sort of an interpersonal interaction with the individuals they may never reach, because these guys could be from all over the world. You know, your music genre could be appreciated by the guys in Japan, and you could be based somewhere in LA, you know, and we kind of are bridging that gap for them. The customization element came on the back of the gamification. So we've got a big experience in the gaming industry, the founders. So we thought, why not give an opportunity to the users to customize the room to in line with the maybe brands, colors, logos, etc. But as we were onboarding these wonderful people from the Web3 community, some of them are professional designers. So they looked at our rooms, the interfaces that we created, whether it's a villa, whether it's a multi-room with the 4 different areas, whether it's a broadcasting room with the stage and up to 5,000 audience in the bottom. And they thought, hey, this is an empty canvas for us. Let's put a skin on it. Let's customize and customize it like crazy. I'm sure you have seen some of them. So yeah, each room, each stage is customized in line with the genre, in line with the requirements of the stage ambassadors. And anyone who is participating at this event as a listener, if you're a professional artist, you also open to take part in the after party and showcase your art and get noticed in that way.
Absolutely. So artists will be able to join in the after party and show their work. Is there a gallery for that? A virtual gallery, for example?
We have the galleries, green rooms. We have an interview rooms. We have artist shops. We already have artists that want to get engaged into ConnectChella. So we're creating a list of people that will be engaged in the after party. But what will happen? They will be able to do it either live or give us a pre-recorded versions where we can play on the stage for people to enjoy the music.
Yeah, I understand that bands and singers, songwriters, producers are all queuing up to take part in this. Is it too late to register as a performer, or are we having to knock on the door of the after party?
It's gonna have to be the after party for this one, but then again, nobody should look at it as a one-off activity. ConnectChella, in our vision, should be an annual event, but under the umbrella of ConnectChella or independently, music artists are free to use the app and create their own concerts. In fact, we already have artists who has done a number of album launches coupled with the galleries where they could sell their NFTs. We had people that organize a small concert using some fabulous schemes for the rooms, they replicate the concert halls, etc. So this could be, if you want it to be, a weekly event.
A weekly event, my goodness. I understand this is the inaugural annual event. How did the name ConnectChella come about? I mean, I get the first bit.
We yeah, so we had this idea, and again, this was something that we wanted to test drive as well. That the first kind of concert, first festival, should be a community affair. So there was, I think it was about 30 people in the room. Everybody was really excited, etc. So we had a little voting, people giving their suggestions. So we've chosen ConnectChella. And so yeah, but admittedly, we kind of ended up with the too many cooks in the kitchen. So yes, but slowly but surely, the ones that were accountable and someone who wanted to see this mission come through, they stuck to the end. Some of them, decided to maybe it's maybe too much, or they had to focus on something else, which is understandable. We are incredibly grateful for their inputs and support.
Absolutely, because it's not just a small select committee that's bringing all this about. You've attracted a lot of the performers and a lot of NFT artists who are helping you out behind the scenes, aren't you?
That's right. Yes.
I was wondering, how important is the NFT issue? Because traditionally artists aren't that interested in promoting themselves, marketing themselves, and making a business of themselves. They just want to do art, make music, sing songs, write songs. Why do you think they have been able to embrace this NFT, non-fungible token, metaverse, Web3, whole universe, or I should say, multi-metaverse?
Well, essentially, a metaverse is kind of provides a standalone economy for these artists. The record labels, the streaming platforms, they take a line portion of the profits. I've met some incredibly talented artists whose music, okay, I'm not a professional producer, but when I listen to their music, listen to them performing, I am like completely amazed. But then I find out that they're still like, I don't know, doing a graveyard shift, or they're Uber driving and things like that. I was like, well, what's going on here? You're incredibly talented. He goes, well, the streaming platforms take 90 something percent of the profit. So it's hard to make a living out of it. And I think NFTs now provide the ability for the music artists to reach and brand themselves directly to their fans and have that interconnection and the transaction and spending. Well, the fans' spending power is directly with the artist. So it's a benefit to them in a great way. And we see that across the board. You know, with Snoop Dogg is, somebody told me yesterday that apparently Snoop Dogg takes all his work from Web2 platforms. You know, so, and this is the guy that actually on the other spectrum of the money making, you know, because he gets paid by those, you know, streaming platforms, and I would imagine a lot of money, and yet he still wants to go into the Web3 concept. Um, yeah, I think it's abilities to become more financially independent and focus on doing what they love,
And
is
make
making
more of
music.
their own money than it being taken by the big record labels for all the production costs and all that kind of
Yeah.
thing. And
Well, I think it's a bit of a you know, do you think record labels will disappear in the future? I don't know. I don't think so. The streaming platforms, will they completely go? You know, I don't know. I can't predict all that. I think that there's going to have to be a balance where people do both. Um,
yeah, can you see ConnectChella or Connect.Club actually becoming a record label, maybe a cooperative record label in its own right, for people to
uh,
independently take hold of their own business, really?
Probably no. Um, but it's certainly going to be a bridge between the artist and the fans. That's definitely what could be. We could be that tool, that platform that requires them to reach a global audience and enables this seamless interaction, both with the art and uh, you know, and you know, giving an opportunity to their fans to transact and spend on things that they see valuable, i.e., their music.
Mm.
Uh, will we become a record label? I don't think so. But yeah, as a platform, but you never know, eh? One can dream.
I,
Maybe.
I would say watch this space for sure, ConnectChella. But so who can we expect to see? Who would you say we should be looking out for of the musicians that you know are taking part?
Do you know what? I would say we don't have a celebrity name there, that's for sure, but they all, I can't cherry pick one of them because they're all in their own right are just incredibly talented, hardworking artists, whether it's a EDM stage, whether it's you know, acoustic stage or world stage. We now have got a hip hop rap R&B stage with a really talented. I can't cherry pick. I really like all of them. I would certainly ask you to check our website, check our list of the artists that are performing, and if you feel that you deserve a shot, reach out to me, reach out to any of us. We'll make sure that you're given the spot in the after party so you can perform your music.
Absolutely, it is really exciting. When does this start, and how long is it going for?
It starts on 29th. Sorry, it's this Sunday, 29th of May. It starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 2 p.m. Eastern time, and it's onwards. The stages themselves, the official stages with the confirmed artists would last about 4 hours, but afterwards we will have different post-event activities, interactions, meeting the artist. You know, obviously the guys that wanted to perform, they'll be able to perform. Yeah.
I think, I mean, how would people, first of all, anyone wanting to attend used to have to be invited to ConnectClub, much in the same way as they had to be invite only to get into the other social platform, Clubhouse. So how do people get their tickets, for example, for the show?
There are no tickets. It's a very simple process. You can either look us up, Connect.Club on the App Store. So the invite system has been relaxed. You can look us up and download the app through the App Store, or you can check out our social media, our Twitter spaces, Twitter accounts, LinkedIn, etc. You will find there is a VIP invite link. Again, everything is free.
Mm-hmm.
Just jump on the app and yeah, be there on 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Well, it's really exciting. When you enter the arena, I presume we're calling it. How do you get into the show? How do you get to see, and how do you get to choose which stages to go to?
Yeah, so it's a very good question. So we actually have quite a good team that will be greeting you there. When it comes to a new app, some people might get a little bit, what do we do now? So there will be a lobby, and it's a very gamified way for you to find out, say, hey, I'm interested in rap and hip hop. Our stage managers and their assistants, the moderators, will direct you where to go. It's all, click, tap, and, you're there. I do encourage you to be a little bit patient because of the stages customization element. The loading of a stage may take a little bit longer than our standard rooms, which are loaded very quickly because of the customization. But trust me, that little few second wait is worth it, because you will find yourself in some amazing virtual environments where you can talk to people in the room. You can dance if you wish to in a virtual space, and yeah, you'll have a very, very pleasant gamified experience.
Yeah, you can dance about the room, move your avatar about the room. I mean, when you create your profile on Connect Club, you can put up an avatar or a picture, and you can dance about. You can decide where to sit in a bar or where to sit in the stadium. But you can
Absolutely.
also just open up your camera so people can see the real you.
That's right.
Which I
Yes.
think is fabulous. That you are literally able to talk to each other in real time, in real life, almost.
That's right. That's right. Well, not almost. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yes, I'm a big fan sometimes having all these avatars, and I'm always tall, dark, and good looking in one of those. In real life, unfortunately, I wasn't blessed like that. So, but hey, it's still good to have a real life experience where I can see your face. It's a different type of connection building.
So you you mentioned earlier that people may be able to just bands can just open up their own concert in their own room in Connect Club and attract their fans. And you also
Yeah,
mentioned the monetization for the bands.
yeah.
How would that work? I mean, could people sell tickets? Are they NFT tickets?
Absolutely. There are different ways for them to monetize. We are in a Web3 concept. So people that create whatever content they create, they should be able to monetize it. So for the artist, again, there are different ways. Maybe they already have their own merchandise placed on their website, for example. Maybe they have some tracks that could be downloaded from and purchased and downloaded from certain streaming platforms, or they're already into Web3 concept and they've got the NFTs. So our app accommodates all of that, and we have a very talented people that will make sure that these guys are taken care of. So we could set up artist shops, we could set up NFT galleries for the artists. In fact, the shop and a gallery could be within the networking room itself. So if an artist decided to run his own concert, somewhere at the bottom there will be a shop where people can buy his merchandise, and also his NFTs could be like, either concentrated in one area within a room, or they could be in a different room where people can just move. It's a bit like developing a parcel.
Can you give us a little bit of an exclusive, a heads up on what's coming next? What's your next big secret? There's only you and me in the room, you know. No one else is listening.
Yes, of course. So yeah, the biggest secret, which is not going to be a secret for very much longer, but we're living in the world of Web3, so we want to make sure that our early adopters, the artists, the active users of the platform, have the opportunity to financially benefit from the platform growth and usage. So we are creating and developing what's going to be known as a ConnectClub Metaverse, where we are bringing already fast-growing communities from the mobile into the blockchain ecosystem. We have a product plan in place. Within the next 3 months, we want to make sure that we develop one of the most commonly asked feature, which is a web version of the app that enables users to use the app through their desktop. There will be a more simplified UX, so it means that easier for people to get on the app. It's easy now, it takes a few seconds, but we want to make it even more streamlined. Yeah, and we're looking at a concept of creating a metaverse land map, and again, within this period of time, we're also dedicated to creating the kind of a premium areas, districts where we feel it will provide a consistent increase of the land value. In terms of the marketing plans, we wanted to kind of start everything by creating ConnectClub's Genesis collection of 10,000 PFP NFTs. The portion of it will be airdropped to our active users, people like yourself, club founders, etc., which will have a quite unique utility that comes with it. Another portion will be airdropped to the whales, this big NFT collectors, investors, any new features that we're introducing. Yeah.
Wow, now that is a bombshell and a half. I mean, a tremendous. The CoinRepublic, we're known for our exclusives, and we love a good exclusive, and that's amazing. So you're going to have a ConnectClub metaverse universe with land that people can buy, build on. Presumably, there's going to be a ConnectChella concert in the metaverse too. Thank you so much for that, and thank you so much. And just remind us again, when is it on? Where is it on?
29th of May, 11 a.m. Pacific time or 2 p.m. Eastern time. Come and join us on Connect.Club. Find us on the App Store. Check out our social media. There are direct invite links for you to join. Very easy. Invite your friends, invite your fellow artists, your families. Let's have a good laugh. Let's have a
party.
A party, yes. It's Sunday at the end of the day. And if you're a music artist and you want to see how you can engage in the digital market, digital collectible market, you get to meet the people that are already doing very successfully in this field. Speak to them directly. It's all about exchange knowledge. We're no longer living in a world of competition. It's all about collaboration. Our artists are very open, very honest. They support one another. The community feeling on our application is unreal. Yeah, we see the guys that do NFT project that trying to sell the NFT projects. And when they do that, they actually buy NFTs of their fellow artists. So the community spirit is there. Come and experience it, see what it's like. And yeah, look forward to seeing you on the 29th.
Well, you heard it here first. We're going to the Metaverse with Connect.Club. Thank you so much to my guest, Sean Alimoff, and thank you for watching The Coin Republic, your go-to channel for all things global, cryptic, Metaverse, Web3, and Connect.Club.
Noala, thank you for